the cauldron of Mut, the vulture who carries you to the crone. There is a moment before all true change, when nothing works anymore. Not effort, not will, not knowledge. This is the moment the ancients recognized as readiness. In the old mythic language, readiness was never announced. It was felt when the inner waters began to heat, when the cauldron stirred without being touched. The cauldron is always the beginning. It sits at the center of transformation, dark and patient, receiving what life has exhausted. Regret, grief, longing, old identities, all are fed to it. Nothing enters the cauldron to be saved. Everything enters to be changed. When the waters begin to thicken, when the steam rises without flame, the world shifts. This is when Mut arrives. Mut is the Great Mother, the ancient goddess of the vulture, crowned with the authority of both Upper and Lower Egypt. She is not the mother of comfort. She is the mother of continuance, the one who ensures that life moves forward by carrying it through endings. Her wings do not flutter, they close. And when they close around you, the old ground disappears. Mut does not ask questions. She does not soothe fear. She recognizes readiness the way instinct recognizes hunger. She lifts you, not upward into light, but across a threshold that cannot be crossed on foot. Below, the cauldron continues its slow alchemy, steam rising like memory returning to the air. You are not taken away from yourself. You are carried toward what you have not yet integrated. Mut sets you down at the edge of a place few seek willingly. A high, barren threshold, desert, bone field, cliffside, or wasteland. The air smells of earth and dried plants. Nothing here is ornamental. Everything has survived because it was useful. This is where the crone waits. She is ancient beyond storytelling. Her body carries time not as decay, but as record. Lines on her face are not age. They are decisions made and endured. Her cloak is woven with feathers and plant fibers. Around her hang bundles of herbs, roots, leaves, seeds, each one named through experience rather than study. The crone does not welcome you. She watches. She knows every secret the green world has ever offered, which plants heal, which destroy, and which do both depending on timing. She understands the feminine not as softness, but as cyclical intelligence, the power to birth, to withhold, to dissolve, to compost, and to begin again. She gestures toward the cauldron, which is now present once more, because it is always present. Into it go the herbs. Into it go memory, blood, grief, desire, and bone. The crone teaches without teaching. She shows that feminine wisdom is not about preservation. It is about discernment, knowing when to nourish and when to let something die. Knowing that decay is not failure, it is preparation. She may say nothing. Or she may say only this. What you call loss is simply matter changing hands. The cauldron responds. Its waters glow faintly now, alive with possibility. Steam rises, carrying essence upward, carrying what has been broken down into something usable again. This steam does not escape. It circulates. It remembers. Here, you learn that intuition is not fantasy. It is pattern recognition refined by experience. You learn that the feminine is not passive. It is operational. When the cauldron cools, the crone turns away. The lesson is complete. Mut returns. Her wings open, not to undo what has happened, but to carry it back into the world where it must now live. She gathers you again, careful, exact, irreversible. You are returned changed, not lighter, not purified, but integrated. The cauldron remains behind, dark and patient. It is never empty. It waits for the next moment when something must be transformed rather than preserved. This is how change was understood before it was made comfortable, not as ascent, but as alchemy. And those who pass through mud to the crone do not come back seeking more. They come back knowing when the fire is needed.